figure out how do I feel about this, or how do I react in these kind of situations. So it's a lot of soul searching. The other one is playfulness. So VIHASA is not all about being serious and, it's a heavy subject. But even though these subjects are very deep, it's taken in such a light and playful manner. So you'll enjoy some of these activities that we're going to do. Another one is listening. So the spiritual tool of listening is actually very underrated. That is what psychologists do as well, right? They listen to the patient, and just listening can be a very healing thing for somebody. Like, oh, I am being listened to, or I am being heard or understood. So that's a lovely, tool that we need to really brush up on. Another one is appreciation. Appreciating not just other people, which we kind of do in our lives anyway, but appreciating ourselves for things well done. Because usually we're so critical about ourselves. So when you appreciate other people, but also yourself, you grow. That's how you grow. And last but not the least, creativity. So whenever we add any creative element to any activity, it stimulates the right side of our brain, which is also the side of the brain that is responsible for problem solving, creative problem solving, and intuition. So you're kind of brushing up on all those. So now, before we begin, just the last thing, why facilitation? So the word to facilitate means to make easy. So basically, what the whole philosophy is when you hear something, like you just hear a lecture or how to do something, you forget. When you see how something is done, you might remember. But when you do it yourself, that's when you truly understand. So that is what the entire facilitation is all about. It's all about doing it yourself, putting in the effort, but in a fun way to understand. So we have our website in India called www.vihasa.in. So you can always check any upcoming events on this website, and you can just have a look, browse through the website for any additional information that you might want. And now, before we start today's session, I'll just request all the other facilitators with me, Reshmi Ben, Apurva, to introduce all of us. So basically, Om Shanti, my name is Kosha, and I have been facilitating since the last 3 or 4 years. I'm an artist and illustrator by profession, and I've been with the Brahma Kumaris since 2014. So thank you so much for being here with us today, and we look forward to spending quality time with you and exploring this topic together. Thank you. Reshmi Ben?
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Kosha. Welcome once again to VIHASA. A very good morning to all. My name is Reshmi, and I have been associated with Brahma Kumari since 2012. I'm a software professional by profession, software engineer by profession, and I work as a software professional in Bank of America. So welcome all to a very beautiful session, Values Workshop. Once again, thank you very much. Over to you, Apurva Ben.
Thank you, Reshmi Ben. Hello, everyone. My name is Apurva, and I have been associated with the Brahma Kumari since the past 2 years. I work as a content writer, and yes, I welcome you all for today's session.
Thank you so much. So Apurva is going to take us through today's icebreaker session. So this is just a little session, like a warming up, just to get to know ourselves better and know each other better. So I request all of you to please participate with us so that we get to know each other. Over to you, Apurva. Thank you.
Thank you, Kosha sister. So before we start with the exercises, let's have this fun icebreaker session. So in this session, we have a few questions for you. So first is value that I want to incorporate. How often I sit with myself, and do I check my feeling as often as I check my phone? So these are some of the questions, and feel free to choose any one of those and introduce yourself with your name, what you do, and by answering one of the prompts. So,
And since we are so many of us and we might not get each of us a chance to, unmute ourselves and speak, I'm just going to allow you to unmute yourself. So whoever wants to just write down on the chat box as well, you can feel free to do that. And whoever's ready to unmute themselves and share maybe just a sentence or so about which of these they prefer and why, it would be lovely. So whoever's ready can just
unmute.
Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti Devi. Yeah, actually, I would like to choose the second one, how I often sit with myself. So generally, I in a day I sit with myself 4 to 5 times, and when I sit myself, I choose one lonely place and try to be cut from another noises and sit quietly, and I feel I connect to the universe and try to gain some cosmic rays on me so that I could feel good. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Neeraj brother, for that. So we also have Shama, who has written in the chat box that she also does sit and reflect with herself very often. Vijay Bhai, yeah, you've raised your hand.
Om Shanti, my dear brothers and sisters. Wonderful to have you on this beautiful session of self-care. The value I want to incorporate is happiness, and I often sit with myself all the time because we are in Gyan for last 12 years. We always feel ourselves to be self, and all other beings also self. And Baba's power rays are falling on us all the time. So we are Karma Yogi, and we give good rays of love, peace, happiness to all. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. So Geeta Bahan has unmuted.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sister.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Geeta. I'm a senior gynecologist and associated with Brahma Kumaris for the last 12 years and with VIHASA for the last 6 years. I've been a regular one on their, I've made several visits to several places to attend, conduct the VIHASA workshop with Kosha and Dr. Manoj, Dr. Sachin Parab. So it's nice to see you, Kosha, here. And Kosha is such a young and enthusiastic person amongst us, you know. She infuses enthusiasm in everybody. So one value I would like to inculcate is satisfaction, that is santushtata. Though I don't have anything lacking, but sometimes I feel I'm not making enough progress in Gyan. So that is what makes me a little dissatisfied, you know. So I want to work on that score and get more satisfaction out of whatever practices I'm doing. As for doing sitting with myself, I have a lot of time to myself, and I really enjoy my solitude, either sitting and contemplating or writing something. I'm very much into writing things. Even Murli, I'm making summary of the Murli and other question answers which are there, you know, on the net. I answer them. And I love to interact with people. So I'm most of the time I'm there in these sessions. So all the best to Kosha and to all the other candidates who are there with us. I think we'll have a lovely time together.
Thank you so much, Geeta Ben. It's a pleasure to have you here. So who else would want to maybe talk about Vela brother? Om Shanti, it's good to have you with us today.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
I am Vera from Sri Lanka. I am from the field of pharmaceutical science. I was associated with GSK, the world leader in pharmaceuticals, and currently in a family organization which is now 75 years in the same field. I have been with the Brahma Kumaris since 1995, last 25 years. I have applied the principles in a practical way in my work life as well as in my family life, and I'm one of the most successful people with Brahma Kumaris knowledge. I like to take up contentment today, and it's my, let me say, interest to check myself frequently to keep myself up to date with respect to spirituality.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank
It's
you, sister.
lovely to have you. So which ones did you, do you want to talk about what else do you do, like out of these three that are in front of us? So the first one is the value that I want to incorporate. The second one is how often do I sit with myself? And the third one is, do I check my feelings as often as I check my phone?
I think brother has already answered. No, containment, you said, right, brother? Yes, he wants to incorporate the value as containment. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
Yes, Prajakta sister, you unmuted yourself.
Yeah, good morning and Om Shanti. It's lovely to be a part of this forum. And I attended the last session in April. I am a professional in the healthcare very much. So the value that I would like to incorporate and would like to also see in my team is empathy. It's very important to have empathy. And then I do sit with myself every day morning, because being in healthcare, healing oneself is very important. So I feel charged when I check myself, just like we check our phone, because we have to have healed ourselves before we go. Every day we see a lot of suffering in healthcare. So to help others heal, we have to check our own feelings. That am I happy today? Am I contented with what I'm doing? So everything has to be checked on a daily basis. So it helps to sitting with myself as well as checking my feelings. And I keep telling the same to my team also, that when we are in healing profession as a healers, we should help ourselves first. So this is another wonderful platform. I'm very happy to be associated with Brahma Kumaris. I had interactions with your other team members, and I wish to continue this interaction and be with this lovely spiritual forum. Thank you.
Thank you. So nice to see you again, Rajita sister. Yes, Manoj brother, you unmuted yourself. Cannot hear you.
I think we can't hear him. So by the time yoga therapist Shama Ben, I think she has shared that gratitude, have the trust that whatever is happening is God's wish. So thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Manoj, are you saying something? Because we can't hear you.
We can take up others if someone is unmuted.
So whoever else wants to share, anything about themselves. So like on the three topics that we've got in front of us, if you wish to share anything, introduce yourself very quickly, or even write it on chat for everyone to see, you're most welcome to do so before we move on to the next exercise. So we have about 2 more minutes. So whoever wants to share, it would be lovely to know you. Okay, so Shamaben's also asking how she can connect with our group of VIHASA. So maybe towards the end of the session, we will share a link with you, with all of you. So whoever's interested, you can just be a part of our group. Okay, so let's move on to the activity then.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Apurva. So with that, we move on to today's first activity, which is my favorite thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to explore a few aspects of ourselves and then try to figure out the values from it. So there are a couple of things we like, right? We all have preferences towards certain things. We have favorite things that we like, favorite movies, books, whatever. So so the question to ask ourselves is, what do I like from this? And so you can already take what you know and go deeper into it. So that's a way of going deeper into why you like certain things. So there are going to be 2, 3 questions on screen in front of you. I request all of you to just grab a pen and paper if you don't have one in front of you already, because it's really good to just reflect. You don't have to write too much, just a few sentences, just to get to know yourself better and think it out properly. So these 3 questions, just approach them in a relaxed way. Let your choices be spontaneous. Don't think too much about it. Okay. So the first question is, think of the songs you love. What values are reflected through the words and music? So write the values down. So think of whatever songs, whether it's a film song, whether it's a spiritual song, any song that you like. Why do you like it? Like, what are the values underlying that song or music that makes you like it? Okay, so think of that and write it down. Second one is, think of poems or quotes or books that are important to you. So which book comes to mind and why? Why do you like that? What are the values that are reflected in that book to make you like it so much? And the third one is, what images are important to you? So it could be a painting, it could be a movie scene, it could be just, you go out and you see the scenery or nature, anything. So, what are your favorite scenes or your favorite picture image, and why do you like it? What are the values that you pick up from that? Okay, so those are the 3 questions. We're going to sit with ourselves, we're going to brainstorm about it a bit and figure out, why do I like it? So I request you all to, let's just take 5 minutes. I'll play some soft music for us. And if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay? These questions will be on screen for you. Let's take 5 minutes to reflect. I hope that was enough time for all of you to just, kind of think about the songs, poems, and books and images, and try and find the values underlying why you like that particular thing. So, is everyone ready, or do you need more time? Shall we begin the sharing? So, I request all of you to start your videos so we can see all of you. And whoever wants to start their audio, video, maybe let's just take it one question at a time. So, first, let's explore the song aspect of it. So, anyone who wants to talk about which song they like and why, and what are the values underlying it. And if anyone wants to sing it as well, you're most welcome to. So, request you all to participate and enjoy this activity. Amit Parekh has raised his
Kosha,
hand.
someone has written on the chat box that Awaaz se pade.
Yes. So, Riteshi, then we'll read the chat box later. We'll allow
Oh,
people.
yeah, sure. It's better. Yes. Who would like
So,
to talk? Then better. We would take
Amit,
up first.
Amit's brother has raised his hand. Amit's brother, would you like to unmute yourself and start your video? You can unmute yourself, brother. You're on mute. Amit,
Yeah.
are you connected from two devices?
Yeah.
Maybe you can mute one device so that the echo stops. If that's so, while Amit's brother is doing that, maybe Mubin Sheikh, would you like to brother share? Shanti, you can unmute yourself. I think you're on mute.
Om Shanti.
Shanti. Amit's brother is still echoing a lot.
Yeah.
So while you fix that, we'll just take Mubin Sheikh brother's sharing. Thank you so much.
Om
Yes,
Shanti.
Shanti.
And there's a song which says, "Don't worry, be happy."
Yes.
And now the whole essence of that song is that we really don't need to worry about anything in life if we are connected to God. And life is just nothing but a happy, joyous journey.
Yes, so true. So, brother, which values do you like from it? Maybe if you could pick out the names of a few values.
Happiness.
Happiness. Okay.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Yeah, don't worry, be happy. And I think that's such a wonderful. Would you like to sing a few lines from it?
Oh, I don't remember. It just says,
Okay.
"Don't worry, be happy."
That is true. That's lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
And that's such a wonderful value to start today's day with, happiness. So, does anyone else want to share something?
I think Josephine's sister, she has unmuted herself.
Yes, sister.
Yes. I'm a teacher from Jamnabai Nursery School, former teacher, former principal. I like this song, "Count Your Blessings."
Oh, would you like to sing it for us a little bit? I don't think I know that one.
Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. And you'll be surprised to see what the Lord has done.
That is
So
beautiful.
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
That's wonderful.
And
Truly enjoyed.
And Josephine, Miss, I don't think you know, but you were my principal when I was in Jamnabai. So thank you. It's lovely to see you
Thank
again.
you, Kosha. I thought as much because your face was a little familiar.
Yes. So it's lovely to have you.
Name nobody knows. I'm called Mrs. Vaz. So I just put my christened name there. So this is a song of gratitude.
Yes. So the value that we get from this song is gratitude. Thank you so much. So I think Varsha Ben has raised her hand. Varsha Ben, would you like to unmute yourself and maybe share?
श्री कृष्ण मैं वर्षा महेश्वरी इंडिया से
Your volume is very low. आप थोड़ा माइक पास में पकड़ेंगे?
जो गाना मुझे पसंद है वो शिव समा रहे हैं मुझ में, शून्य हो रहा। मुझे इसके वर्डिंग्स बहुत पसंद है। जब इस गाने को सुनती हूँ तो ऐसा लगता है कि सारा ब्रह्मांड मुझ में आ गया है। एंड द बुक, जो आपने बुक पूछी है, कौन सी
तो हम
बुक
बुक
है?
थोड़ी देर बाद में जाएंगे। पहले हम सबका सॉन्ग ले लेंगे। तो आपको वो वैल्यू कौन सा मिला सॉन्ग में से?
मुझे मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि जब वो गाना सुनती हूँ कि सारी मतलब ब्रह्मांड मुझ में है और सारे ब्रह्मांड में मैं हूँ।
तो just encompassing and being one with the universe, ऐसा हम बोल सकते हैं, like just freedom and also I guess.
मतलब बहुत पीस मिलता है जब इस गाने को सुनती हूँ।
Okay, so the value of peace. Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
I think Amit Parikh had unmuted himself for some times back. Amit, brother, if you would like to unmute yourself once again and share.
Yeah, Om Shanti, madam.
Om Shanti.
मुझे ये एक अपना गाना है जो इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर न होना। वो गाना मुझे बहुत पसंद है और वो गाना सुनने के बाद, वो गाना गाने के बाद अपने शरीर में एक अलग सी ऊर्जा आ जाती है कि जो भी काम है अपना वो एक स्फूर्ति से, अच्छी तरह से, एक विश्वास से साथ करे और एक विश्वास खड़ा होता है कि हम उसमें कभी फेलियर नहीं होंगे। तो वो गाना मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग सकता है।
Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. And Vinaya Behan has raised her hand. Vinaya Behan, would you like to share?
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. The song that I love is Ye Mat Kaho Khuda Se. So I'll just sing a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी है, मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है।
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful, sister. Thank you.
The values, yes, the values that I love with this is patience and tolerance. Yeah.
Lovely. So patience and tolerance.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So shall we move on to books and course?
I think Neeraj brother wants to share. Can we take one more sharing?
So Reshmi Ben, we'll move on to the second question.
Yeah, second section. Neeraj bhai, you can just share your thing. Yes, about the book. Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. So दादी जानकी जी की एक बहुत सुंदर कोटेशन मुझे याद आ रही है, खुशी जैसी कोई खुराक नहीं। तो यानी कि हैप्पीनेस इज द वैल्यू हियर।
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's true. So again, happiness is coming in front of us. So that's a value that we value a lot. So I think Rachna Behan from Delhi, she has raised her hand. You haven't shared yet. Would you like to share?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
The song that I really like is one of the songs that I really like and like to listen is Toota Toota Ek Parinda Aise Toota. I think it's one of the Bollywood songs, and the value that really inspires me from this song is courage and determination.
That's lovely. Yeah, so to keep courage and determination in our life. Thank you so much, Rachna. That's lovely.
Thank you.
So anyone else who hasn't shared yet, would you like to share?
Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. This is Sayyed Ismail. I am working with factory. मुझे दो तीन चीज बात करना है। एक तो वनी सॉन्ग, न मुंह छुपा के जियो और न सर झुका के जियो, गमों का दौर भी आए तो मुस्कुरा के जियो। तो बेसिकली इससे वैल्यूज ये है कि जब भी हमें कोई ये प्रॉब्लम आता है या कुछ इश्यूज आता है तो हम लोगों ने हमेशा उसको एक्सेप्ट करके और खुशी से उसको ये करना चाहिए, उसको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए और उसको सॉल्व करना चाहिए, कोई सोल्यूशन निकालना चाहिए, है ना। दूसरा है जिंदगी जिंदा दिली का नाम है, मुर्दा दिल क्या खाक जिया करते हैं। तो बेसिकली हमारा जिंदगी है एक छोटा सा जिंदगी है जिसमें हमने हमेशा खुशियों को और इस जो चीज से हम लोग को खुशी मिलती है उसको लेना चाहिए, और साथ ही साथ हम लोगों ने दूसरों को भी हेल्प करना चाहिए। दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। मुझे दूसरों को हेल्प करने में काफी मजा आता है ना, एंड इट इज वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड। और बेसिकली दो चीज है, एक चीज है हुकूकुल्लाह और एक हुकूकुल इबाद, जिसका मतलब ये है कि एक भगवान का, अल्लाह का हक है, और दूसरा एक है बंदे का, जो इंसान है दुनिया में उनका एक हक हमारे साथ में है। तो बेसिकली भगवान या अल्लाह, हम कुछ भी करते हैं तो उसके लिए वो माफ करने वाला, ही इज द अल्टीमेट बॉस। लेकिन मैं आपके साथ कोई व्यवहार करता हूँ तो मुझे माफ करने वाले आप ही है। तो इसके लिए मुझे जो भी लोग हैं, मेरे आजू बाजू में जो भी लोग हैं, उनके साथ में व्यवहार अच्छा करना चाहिए, उनको हेल्प करना चाहिए, उनको सपोर्ट करना चाहिए। दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दिस इज वेरी गुड वैल्यू विच आई लाइक इट। Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that and explaining it so wonderfully. So, brotherhood, helping nature, gratitude, it's lovely. Neeraj Bhai has also shared a song on chat saying, Sajan re jhoot mat bolo, khuda ke paas jana hai. And the value is truth or honesty. Thank you so much, Neeraj.
Kosha, sometimes back, I think Vela brother also had unmuted himself. Vela brother, if you would like to share with us.
Om Shanti. The song I love most is the Amrutvela Suddha Bhavan Hai. That is at 3:30 in the morning. Every day, last 25 years, I've been hearing it, even though I get up much earlier these days. And the book which I love is the book which I write every day, my Murli book, where I write points of knowledge, which I want to practice every day, which is also my self-checking book.
Thank you so much for sharing that. So for those who probably don't know what Murli is, in the Brahma Kumaris, we study God's versions every day in the morning, and we call those Murli. So yes. So we'll move on to the third one. Amit brother, maybe you can share for the third one. The third one is an image or a scenery or a picture, painting, anything that you really love and what values you can get from that. So Amit brother, would you like to share?
And
thank you, and good morning to all brothers and sisters. I like the nature scenes. जो इसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि अपने में सारी एक पॉजिटिवनेस आती है नेचर सीन देखने से। और दूसरा है कि बुक्स में मेरे को कर्म का सिद्धांत जो बुक्स आती है वो मैं बचपन से पढ़ता आ रहा हूँ, और मैं बचपन में बहुत सारी बुक्स, जब भी मुरारी बापू की कथा होती है, रमेश ओझा साहब जी की कथा होती है, तो मैं वहां पे वो बुक बहुत सारी बातें भी है सबको भक्त जो लोग सुनने आते हैं, और मेरे को पढ़ने में भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है। और मैं मिस करता हूँ मुरली को, बहुत बार सुना है, मेरे बगल में है ब्रह्म कुमारी, मगर मैं जा नहीं पाता हूँ, समय थोड़ा चेंज है, उसका अर्ली मॉर्निंग है और शाम को मैं घर से निकलने के बाद शाम को खत्म, उससे पहले खत्म हो जाती है। वो मुरली में बहुत मिस करता हूँ, चाहता हूँ कि कभी कभी एक बार तो मुरली ज्वाइन करूंगा ही।
अभी तो ऑनलाइन है, तो अभी आप शायद कर सकते हैं।
जरूर जरूर, इसलिए तो सामने ऑनलाइन बैठा हूँ इसलिए।
अच्छा है, thank you so much for sharing that. Shama Ben, would you like to share because you raised your hand some time back?
I think Kosha Prajakta Ben had unmuted herself.
So we'll take Shama Ben's sharing. Om Shanti, Shama Ben.
Om Shanti. It's really wonderful to interact with you all for the first time, and I thank my good friend Kanika for inviting me here. I was supposed to go for Sister Shivani's online. She says, no, you come here. Thank you, Kanika. Okay. See, my favorite scene or is nature or the water flowing. And I love waters. I love the flow of water, because it suits us. It gives us that okay, behte raho, badhte raho. Don't wait. Don't get stuck. Go ahead. And this is what is very close to my heart. And I'm thankful for being blessed with this kind of values. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's beautiful. And we have on chat Usha Ben saying the scene that she also loves is waterfall, because the value is to go with the flow in life and mold yourself. which is so similar to what Shama Ben said. So thank you. And from someone who's named themselves K, their song is "Hum hai is pal yahan, jaane ho kal kahan." So to live in the present moment is the value that they got from it. So thank you so much for that. Mubin, brother, would you like to share something?
Yeah, I wanted to share about a book. I've been reading this book, 40 Rules of Love by Rumi. Now, Rumi is a poet of the 12th century. Now, there are two quotes about him. This is all about love, how you can spread love, which is what Brahma Kumari's teachings are also about. So, two of his famous quotes I remember is, okay, there are many ways to reach God, and I chose love.
Lovely.
And the other one is, let your teacher be love. So basically, it's about being an ambassador of love and spreading love to everybody around.
That's so beautiful. And in fact, today's
Thank you.
Murli, Baba said, God said that knowledge is important, but without love, that knowledge doesn't really take you to Him. So I think it's a beautiful value that's come, and it's so close to what you were talking about, brother. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's very valuable. Prajakta Ben, would you like to share something?
If I may share about the song,
Yeah,
I'm a music lover. I like different kinds of music. But what I mostly listen, even when I'm walking, is Marathi song. It's by Shankar Mahadevan. It starts with a prayer, and the song goes like this: Sur niragasavo, Sur niragasavo. So it tells us that we have to be so pure in whatever we do. It has to be, it should not be, influenced by our judgments. So it's a very good thought. The value that is conveyed is you have to be so pure in whatever you do. And the advantage is this song has a small prayer to begin, and then there is a Ganesh Stuti. So it's very calming, every time you listen, it's so good. And about the images I love is, I am a nature lover. So anything that's with Mother Nature, it tells me about the gratitude, which is selfless. It gives us so much without expecting anything, without anybody telling the nature mother that you do this.
Yeah.
So I know I admire, and it gives me a value that we have to be in our life also, giving selflessly, not expecting anything. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's lovely. So just before we wrap up this exercise, I'll just read a few sharings that have come on the chat box. Karma Karage, what? Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot read Anjesh Bhai's thing because I think I'm not familiar with that language.
It's कर्म करा के फल का इच्छा मत कर, ए इंसान जैसा कर्म करेगा वैसा फल देगा इंसान.
Thank you. I'm sorry, my Hindi is a little poor, but that's lovely. Thank you so much. And the value is recyclation in life is what he says. But I think it means just, the fact that as you sow, so shall you reap. Neeraj Bhai says the image he really likes is the rising sun, and the value is hope that comes after the dark. And Vishal Bhai says the song Farishta Roop Racha Hai, and purity is the one that, that scene that he likes, Madhuban ka scene. And another song is Zindagi Pyar Ka Geet Hai. Value book is relentless, and value is keep trying until you succeed. And the image is meditative pause, which brings him peace. So thank you so much for your beautiful sharing. And basically, the main aim in this activity was for us to already see what is in our lives. Like we are already living our lives with a certain value system or certain values with which we function. And even though we might not always be consciously aware of it, when we see the things we like or see the things we tend to go towards, that's when we realize, acha, I like this because of this value. So that's how you realize that you already follow a certain value system, but you just weren't maybe consciously aware of it. So thank you so much for participating in this lovely activity. And with that, we'll move on to the next activity. which is going to be what are values. So now we already shortlisted a few values that we like, right? So now we're going to really go deeper and figure out what does values actually mean. And I request Reshmi Ben to take us through this activity. Over to you, Reshmi Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Kosha. Thank you. And thank you for beautifully explaining at the end that sometimes we act out based on, we have this value, but we are not maybe conscious about it. We don't know that, whoa, I just love this value because the value which you have shared just now. Kosha, can you just mute somebody? I think is unmuted. Okay, so I hope you all can listen to me. So as she beautifully explained that sometimes we don't know that I have this value, and whether it is a song or a book or painting, sculpture, image, I have this value, and that is the reason when I'm seeing that value, I'm really liking it, I'm taking it. Now we will go a little more deep. Like, okay, these are the values which we have, but maybe those values act out based on some virtues. So, which we have, we all know that soul has few qualities like love, peace, bliss, purity, power. So we all operate our life based on that. And based on that, there are few virtues which we acquire, and combinedly, when we show them, that becomes our values. To understand it more, to illustrate it more clearly, for an example, like somebody has decided to leave all their possessions. So that means that this is the features, or this is the um, action which we can see at the surface, but they are acting out based on the values which we can call it as generosity. And that comes from the innate qualities of the soul, which is goodness, righteousness, or contentment. Somebody has said very beautifully the value they want to take is contentment, but that is more of a virtue. So when we are content, then accumulated with the soul's qualities and virtues combinedly, what we show is the value as generosity. And based on that, we work out in our life. We show some features, like we act out in our daily life. So to understand it more in deep within you, just think about what values actually is. Kosha, can we just move on to the next slide, please? Yeah. What do you understand by the term values? Because you already have seen, right? You already have so many values within, and that's the reason you like it. That is the reason you have inclined to that book or to that song or to that image, sculpture, painting, whatever, because you have it, and that is what you are showing. That is what it is reflecting from your choices, from your likings. So just think very deeply that what do you understand by the term value? This is the first question. And the second question, as you can see, what particular values do you hold to be important in your own life? For an example, as we have seen that a person has decided to leave all their possessions, so he or she may have been upholding the values generosity. So what do you think that what is the particular value, or what are the particular values do you hold to be important in your own life? So these are the two questions I want you to think a little more deep, and we would segregate you in a group. So we would divide you in a breakout room. So who are not familiar with the breakout room or going
Reshmi,
to experience,
we'll explain that later. So for now, let's just take 5 minutes.
Yes.
And let's just think.
Yes.
So two things to think about. One thing
just two things think about. Later
what
on,
do
we
you
will tell you.
understand by the term values? Okay, so try and define it in your own way. And the second one is, Which particular values do you hold to be important in your life? It can be two, three, four, whatever. So just think of the most important values for your life. And secondly, what do you understand by the term values? If you have any doubts, you can just maybe write it down on chat or unmute yourselves and ask us. And let's just take 5 minutes to reflect on this.
Hello, everyone. I think you got enough time to think, or do you want more time to reflect back on this two questions? Just to let us know. We can give you 1-2 more minutes maybe. You can write down on the chat box if you need more time in case. Okay, done. I believe as Sister Kanika written, all of you are ready for that, I assume. Okay, great. Thank you, Vishal Bhai, for sharing. Okay, so we can move on to the next, yeah. So now we would be joining to the breakout rooms. Kusha, can we just stop now the background music? Yeah, thank you so much, Kusha. So who have been facing the, so two things we would discuss with our group. First, as you saw in the slide, that what do you think, what actually the term value means for you, and what are the particular value or values you want to hold with yourself, right? So we would be segregate you in smaller group, and who are facing the breakout room or going to experience a breakout room for the first time. It is nothing. It is just, Kusha, can we move on to the next slide where we can just see the breakout rooms lawns? Yeah. So whatever the device you are using, I believe that most of you are using the phone device. You can get to see a pop-up, join breakout room. If you would click on that, you will directly move to that breakout room which you are assigned with. And at the above, you can see your breakout name in the top. And in case if you have any problem, if you are not being able to join the breakout room, or you cannot see your fellow participants are there in the breakout room, you can click on another button which is known as ask for help. So me, Kosha, Apurva, any one of us would come into your breakout room and will help you out. And so we would be giving you, how many more minutes we are going to assign to the breakout room, Kosha? 10 minutes?
Yes, 10 minutes.
Okay,
so we have
great.
10 minutes to discuss.
So we have 10 minutes to discuss. You will be having 10 minutes to discuss with your group, which is a pretty good time. And one person will be responsible to take note from the group discussion, that what came out from the group discussion. And he will be the presentator, or he will present what are what you have discussed, and what are the values, or what do you think, what will you hold on, everything. One person will share with us.
So
and at the end, you will also see the notification when there would be 60 seconds left, so that you can speed up your discussion or whatever, the wrap-up thing. Yes, Kosha. Yes. You want to add something?
Don't forget what you have to discuss is.
Can we just go to the previous slide, Kosha, so that they can see those questions all the time?
I did, Rishni.
No, it is showing what are the value slides.
Yeah, so they have to see the two questions which are down below. That is what they have to discuss. One is what is the meaning of the term values, and second is list of few personal values of the group. So now you'll be broken down into groups of 4 or 5 people. Make sure all of you have shared equally and come up with a list of values. One person from your group will later share the group discussion. Okay, so on to your breakout rooms, and you have 10 minutes. If you get stuck, please click on the ask for help button. Thank you.
Right. As a giver, yeah, as a giver, right. So
Hansaji's values were to let go things. So
to let go things.
Yes,
right.
And have patience. Learn patience.
Learning patience. Who are not talking, please go on mute. Otherwise, we will not be able to catch up what Shamaji is sharing. Yeah. Yes, Shamaji,
So,
please continue.
so she mentioned, and me both were of the same values, that letting go things and changing ourselves and be patient. So sometimes it's difficult, but yes, gradually when we work over it, we are able to go ahead. So only three of us could share these values. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that I was very fast thinking of the
No, no,
time
no, no.
limit.
That's okay. That's okay. That shows
It
your
is important
sincerity.
to think of
That's very
time as
important.
well.
Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing with
So
such beautiful
room,
values.
room
Yeah. So
number
group number
3
3, you can
is
just come up.
Dr. Kanade, Josephine Vaz, Vela brother, and Vinaya. So out of these four, whoever's going to be speaking for the group can just unmute themselves. Dr. Kanade, J. Vaz, Vela brother, and Vinaya. So you can unmute yourselves. Vinaya has
Dr. Kanade is sharing, Kosha.
he has not unmuted himself.
Maybe you'll have to.
Yes,
Madam,
brother.
myself, Dr. Kanade. Are you?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you, brother.
Yeah. This is the I am belong to from group 3 where 4 discuss about the value. Value is the core of life.
Core of life.
And in the value
Okay.
there should not core life, and this
Core
should
of
not
life.
be compromised, and it is no compromise.
Uncompromised.
And it is the value
yes.
is the there is the like parent of the child. Value
Brother,
is the
can you
parent
repeat?
of the child.
Okay.
Parent of the child means principle of belief.
Life.
That is
okay,
the value.
Principle of life. Okay.
Then it is life, and it is also foundation for the life.
Foundation for the life. Yes.
Foundation.
Very true. Very true.
Life.
Yes.
Now we and it is then we go to the next question.
Yes.
That is the values in person. Empathy.
Empathy. I think we already have covered
Empathy.
that.
Understanding. Acceptance. Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Yes.
Love. Peaceful.
Peacefulness.
Human, moral, ethical, and spiritual.
Okay. Humanity, being ethical, moral, spiritual. Yes.
And spiritual. And honest and assertive.
Assertive we can add, because honesty I think we already have covered. Beautiful.
That is
that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, brother Kanade.
Okay, thank
Beautiful
you.
sharing.
Thank you.
I request, because we have 3 more groups, 4 more groups, right? So all of you, if you could just say 3 values, okay, which are not covered already. So 3 values, so that we just save up on time. So room number 4 is MK462's iPhone, Kamini Segal, Mubin Sheikh, Neeraj Bhai, Rajesh, and Usha Ben. So out of all of you, whoever's going to share, can you please unmute yourself? Mubin, brother, are you going to be sharing?
Yeah. We have 4 of us, Rajesh Bhai, Neeraj Bhai, Usha Bhai, and myself. The 5th could not connect. Now, regarding the value of, what is the meaning of value? Now,
fundamental.
Please go on mute if somebody is not speaking now, so we can hear well to Muni, brother. Yes,
can you
brother.
hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah.
So regarding the meaning of value, I have 4 short sentences. One is it is a basic thought and behavior.
Basic thought and behavior. Okay.
The second is it is an intrinsic belief.
Intrinsic belief. Yeah.
The third response was automatic personal response.
Automatic personal response. Yeah.
And the fourth was it's an innate deep virtue.
Innate deep virtues. Beautiful.
Yeah. And now see, we have actually 12 values. You may deduct whatever is common. One is
brother,
divinity.
Can you just take a look? Okay, you just tell, we will pick up. Yeah, divinity.
One is divinity. I think honesty is already covered.
Yes.
Transparency.
Transparency, we can add.
Loyalty.
Loyalty, yes.
Compassion.
We have already covered compassion.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, love.
Yes.
Joy.
Love also we have completed. Joy, yes.
Happiness, peace.
Joy, happiness. Peace also have been covered.
Courage.
Courage, yes. Joy, happiness.
Peace, courage, responsibility.
Peace, courage, responsibility.
And kindness.
Yes. Kindness also we have covered.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing, brother.
Okay.
So, thank you. So now we can move on to group number 5. So whoever would like to share, you can unmute yourself and can start sharing.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Brother, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you at all.
This is Mukul Khare.
Okay, brother.
Am I audible?
No, brother, we can't hear
There's
you. There's a lot of
echo.
Lot of echo is going on. We cannot figure out actually. If someone else from his group can share, I guess.
So room number 5 is Manish, Mukund,
Yes.
and Sayed.
Yeah, Manish here. This is Mukund Khade.
Yes.
This is group, and along with me, Mr. Devender Singh Pal and Nilesh Gupta and Samit Ghatak, 3 are there. So we discuss among the group, and the meaning comes like it can be something like a direction to life, give the direction to life or lead to life.
Yeah.
Another
direction to life, lead to life.
Yeah.
Leading life.
Useful, something useful to others' life.
Something useful to others' life.
Another is
useful to others' life.
Direct connect to God.
Direct connect to God. Mm-hmm.
So these are the meaning. It comes from the group discussion, and values like helpfulness.
Sorry, brother.
Helpfulness with honesty.
Helpfulness, honesty. Okay.
Helpfulness with responsibility. Helpfulness with integrity.
Integrity.
With love.
Okay, we all have covered. Yes, wonderful.
A good behavior.
Good behavior. Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else, brother?
And trust.
Trust. Yeah, trust. Okay. Any more values you would like to share, brother? That's it?
Faith.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So we can move on to the group number 6.
Group number 6 is Shivani, Aben, Varsha Ben, and Vidhi.
Hi.
Shivani Ben. Hi, Shanti.
Yeah, so just a few things, minusing what everybody has shared so beautifully. What we were just discussing was what is the meaning of the term values is something that defines my thoughts and my acts. And it's something which is going to be leading me and directing me to achieving my goal. So it's like a path which will help me to achieve the goal that I have.
Leading me and directing me to achieve my goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of the core values which we really honor also would be humility, loyalty, and flexibility.
Okay. Humility, loyalty, I think we have already covered. Flexibility. Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivani Ben. Thank you very much.
Has Anjesh, Kanika Ben, Prajakta, Rachna, and Subhas Sinha.
I think that is the biggest group, no, Kosha?
Not really. Room number 1 was big.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Prajakta
Yeah, Prajakta Ben.
Yeah, so we had a wonderful discussion. We got time also, plenty of time. So most of the things are covered. I'll just sum up. what was shared by my team. Principles, values are principles that guide our actions and behavior. It's foundation for our action. And also they guide us in challenging times, that we remain grounded, we stick to our
Actions and
values.
behavior.
Yes.
Prajaktaban, you can go a little slow so she can note it down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Values which keeps us grounded, especially in the challenging
Keeps
time.
us grounded. Yes.
Yes. Then some of the values which were shared, by most of us, I think the most of the values are covered. Love was very commonly shared. Honesty was very commonly shared.
Yes.
Then respect.
Yes.
Hope, magnanimity.
Magnanimity.
And Rashna said that tirelessness. She said that we have so
Hope
many
and
hurdles, obstacles.
tirelessness.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have to face and overcome whatever comes up. Then other things were shared, like helpfulness, truthfulness, purity.
Purity, yeah, of course.
Yes. And then also forgive and forget, so letting go, very important.
Yes. Forget and forgive we can add maybe.
Yes. Gratefulness and gratitude. That was shared by Brother Anjish. So we had people from Bangladesh, Thane, then Delhi. It was really a versatile group.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Enjoyed talking to them. Enjoyed talking to everybody and letting know each other's thoughts.
Wow. Great.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
Gosha.
much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
I just want to ask you all, did you think this exercise helped you kind of define what values are? Have you thought of this before, or have you learned something new in the process? So I want to hear what you all think about it. So whoever's ready can unmute themselves or write it down on chat maybe. So basically,
It's a refreshment course.
yeah. So values are something we already are working with to some level, but it's just that it's not in a consciousness all the time, right? We're not conscious of it when we're doing activities,
Exactly.
performing things, even just listening to a song or reading a book. But these kind of activities just make us realize more about things that we knew but we never paid attention to, right? Like you've come up with some beautiful definitions for the word values. And we all are learning from each other's definition of values. And it's so beautiful. And look at the lovely bouquet of values we've created together. So I think you will see on chat, I have put links to two groups. The first link is for a WhatsApp group where any regular upcoming
Kosha, just
VIHASA
going into before that, I just would like to share that Shama Ben has written that we already know, but revising always helps to go ahead consciously. And Muhbin Bhai has also shared that reinforcement of known things and learning new things. And Suresh Bhai has said, thanks for different perspective of values. And Mubin Bhai has also shared group activities are always very encouraging. Suresh Bhai said, good exercise. Thank you all. Yes, Kosha, over to you.
So I have put two links on the chat. The first one is a WhatsApp group that you can join where you'll just get different notifications of upcoming values workshops. And the second link is another WhatsApp group where we conduct these just once a month Sunday workshops, and you'll get notifications for that. As long as this slide that Apurva Ben has noted down for us, she will save it and she will be posting it on that WhatsApp group. So you can get today's churnings on that group. Now, before we end the session, we have with us Deepa Ben, and she's going to take us through this beautiful meditation on values. So over to you, Deepa Ben.
So let us take some time now to disconnect from the environment as we allow our mind
Deepa, when you're on mute.
To slowly disconnect from the environment. We allow our thoughts to be guided within. From a long time, we have been sharing beautiful thoughts, beautiful insights. Some of these things can be used in our daily life. And we realize that they will create a very good impact. To be able to absorb these realizations, these insights in my inner self, let me take some moments to be with myself, to enjoy that inner silence. And as I look within, I recognize that I am this beautiful being of light. Through my mind's eye, I see this beautiful light shining between the forehead. So pure, so clean, so beautiful, full of all virtues and qualities. And as I enjoy my own inner beauty of values, of virtues, I feel so complete. I recognize these beautiful treasures, non-tangible assets, which the divine has given me. And as I become aware of my own values, my innermost core values, my inner beauty, the calmness within, the deep silence within, where I recognize that I am a being of peace, so light, relaxed, free from all stress and worry. I am a being of love, full of good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. And through my mind's eye, I see this entire world today. The five elements of nature. I see this world and I see everyone as a beautiful being of light, sharing my pure good wishes and spiritual love with each one of them. I become aware that I am a being of wisdom, and I use every thought, word, action to add value to the world. My life is contributing, making people more happier. Through my thoughts, I share the energy of peace, good wishes, and positivity to the world. I am a being of happiness. I send this vibration of positivity, of optimism around me, and I share this with the people around me. Even in the present situations of lockdown, where everything looks so difficult, and yet through my positivity, my optimism, I can give strength, courage to others. I can help them to see the good in every situation. And as I feel myself full of these virtues and qualities, I feel so contented, happy being myself. I recognize that these virtues have been gifted to me by the divine. I allow my mind to reconnect to the source of these virtues, to the source of this divinity, the Supreme Father. And as I allow my mind to connect with the Supreme Light, my spiritual parent, I recharge these virtues and qualities within me. I fill myself with God's love, His peace, His purity, His strength, His optimism, His generosity, His compassion, His determination. And as I fill myself with these virtues, I feel so strong, ready to give, ready to share this with everyone with whom I interact. I'm also ready to share God's healing energy with the world today. Through my mind, I send these vibrations of God's love, God's pure healing energy to the elements of nature, to the world. Through my mind's eye, I see God's pure love, His divine powers, like a circle of golden red light, pure light, which is covering the entire world. I visualize this whole earth covered, surrounded by God's light of love, His healing energy. Through my mind's eye, I see this golden light of God's divine powers healing the world, cleansing it, healing people's hearts, giving them strength, filling hope in them in the present situations. Feeling God's love, the feeling blessed. And as I feel this experience of divinity within, I see myself as God's angel, angel of light, angel of hope, angel of positivity, angel of peace, so that I can spread these virtues and qualities wherever I interact, wherever I move. Feeling blessed, I come back to the awareness of my present. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Deepaben, for this beautiful meditation. It was really wonderful. So everyone, I hope you all had a good experience. So we will be meeting again next month, I think 13th June, for our next session. If you have any feedback, any questions, please let us know. And you can join our WhatsApp group. The link to join the group is on chat. So if you just click on the link, you can join the WhatsApp group so that you can stay updated to our next workshops. And if anyone would like to unmute themselves and just tell us how your experience of today's workshop was. We would love to hear it. Yes, Vela brother.
Om Shanti. Actually, learning is a lifelong process in the sense we learn until the last breath. I am always remembering that Janki ji, who was master ocean of knowledge, and it gives us so much happiness. So even though I cannot claim that I'm very young like Kosha. I'm now 69 years, but still, this subject is such that every time we discuss, every time we do something, we gain a lot. So it was a marvelous experience. Thanks to the Supreme, especially our Supreme Father, and Deepa Ben, and also Kosha Ben and the facilitators for the excellent arrangement. Thanking you, inviting you to come to Sri Lanka sometime.
We would love to. Thank you so much. So if anyone else wants to share, Lakshmi Ben, would you like to share your views on today's workshop? Lakshmi Rao, we would love to hear what you have to say for today's session. If you would like to unmute yourself and share your experience.
And Kosha, what we have just noted down, we will share it on the WhatsApp, right?
Yes. So whatever Apurva has taken note of, it will be on the WhatsApp group, links to which have been shared with you in chat. Yes. So whoever has
thank you for the amazing experience. Sorry, I was a little late. And yeah, it was amazing to be a part of this program. The link for the WhatsApp is not there. I was just wondering about it.
Okay,
So
I'm just gonna reshare.
and I would just like it for another number, not this number that I've logged in. It doesn't have the thing WhatsApp in this number.
Okay.
So how do if you could?
So what you can do is you can just write down your number, just send it to me personally, and I'll just take note of it and add it. Thank you so much. So anyone else wants to share anything?
Yeah, I would like to share. Hello.
Yes, Mukunda.
Yeah. Actually, it's a good exercise that never thought of thinking of a song and looking for some value. It actually made me start thinking something once again. And also the images. It's really wonderful. Thank you so much, and good session on values. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, ma'am. Om Shanti Didi ji. Can I share?
Vijay bhai, can we give the new people a chance to share today first?
This is Mukund Khade.
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Very good session, and we are very happy. First time we are interacting with you. Very good arrangement and very good session. We would like to have more session on this, and this will definitely helpful to us positiveness in our own life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will definitely be having at least sessions every once a month on a Sunday. And if you can just add, just log on to the other WhatsApp groups, you'll see there are other values workshops, mini workshops that keep happening. So if you're interested in these kind of workshops, you'll keep getting notifications for it. So you're more than welcome. Thank you. Syed brother, did you want to share?
Hi, good afternoon. This was a very good session, and this has given lot of learning to entire team. We are arranging a lot of programs with the help of Brahma Kumari to my organization, because in this COVID pandemic, everybody is under stress. I think last month also we have conducted one program for my workmen and all my executive and managers. This is a really very good thing you people are doing, and this is basically you are helping us to connect with the God, which is missing. And arrangement, everything was very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. If you ever feel like there's some scope for us to improve ourselves, do let us know. So we would love to learn from your feedback.
Thank you.
Yes, Shama Ben, do you want to share something?
Yes, it was an amazing session. and I'm myself into a healing and meditation, and I just love the souls coming together for such an event. So if you're okay, we can conduct such sessions jointly, because I have more than 100 people in my healing group who look forward for such sessions. And I think it was a beautifully and a very nicely arranged session. Feel blessed that I attended it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. Subhash brother. So we'll take Subhash brother and Vijay Bhai's sharings, and then we can leave because we're coming close to our time. Yes,
Yeah, Om
Subhash.
Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
Actually, by attending these courses, I feel personally combined with Baba and doing all the activities accordingly.
Recording in progress.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
And also it feels the purity in life and the purpose of the life. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Vijay Bhai.
Om Shanti, my dear brothers and sisters. Thanks to all of you, and especially Deepa BK Didi Deepa and Kosha for organizing such a good meditation experience and such a wonderful exercise. Since morning, we are busy with the meditative mood. As 5:30 we attended Vancouver, and then now we are attending this. So this Sunday is a happy Sunday for all of us, and we have gone through an exercise of meditation where Deepaji really made us experience then how light we can feel, how contented we are, and how happy we are, and then vibrations going from us to all the universe is a wonderful feeling of love, peace, and happiness to all of you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for taking time out on a Sunday morning to join us. So we'll see you in our future programs. Those of you who received emails, you will continue to receive emails the next time we have the session. So thank you so much. Om Shanti. Have a lovely Sunday. Om Shanti.